What is up, guys? Welcome to an intra-week market update. It is Wednesday, and in my personal experience, pairs do not really provide, a lot of them actually do not really provide much until Tuesday or Wednesday, and that is all relative to where price is at the time, and that comes with experience. So starting off with gold, so you'll remember, I did make a video literally yesterday stating how our price was actually sitting at the previous low, and we did have a really beautiful push to the upside right here during New York session yesterday, and all I was looking for was a pullback back into the dealing range. So the dealing range comes from the previous low to the previous high. It did come back all the way down, and all I was waiting for was for the price to actually provide us with a shift in market structure, which it did happen around here, which was very late during session timing, and I did personally enter, which put me in a drawdown. So I think the entry was just around that high with that bullish closure, and my stop loss was just slightly lower at around 180, something along those lines, and you know target all the way to 4350 with partials along the way. So the reason for the drawdown was, of course, linked with the fact that it was outside trading session, and when you trade out of any kind of trading rules or out of trading session, you should expect these kind of environment to take place. Perhaps you were in a drawdown for a longer period of time than compared to if you enter during the right timing session. I'm essentially looking to re-enter this as price on the way back up. So did take out structural highs, came back into the high, and if price does provide me with a possible shift at around 40.30 or 40.20 or anywhere in between, I will look go long again to re-enter to why not capitalize on the trade that you're already in. So yeah, waiting on gold, and I did post about Bitcoin stating how price, if 64,000 holds, we could be seeing lower prices. But something that caught my eyes was the weekly time frame. So if I do go on to the weekly time frame, we did take out the previous week low, and it's a really good sign that price it's starting to realign. But at this moment, if we do drop down onto the daily time frame or even a 4-hour time frame, you can see that structure, it is still bearish, right? The last that was the lower low, lower high, and a lower low. So all I'm expecting is perhaps price to revisit the high again to perhaps spike above it into 66,000. And if we do manage to close below the levels, followed up with the small market structure shift, which we'll have to look on a hourly time frame or even 30 minutes time frame, you do want to make sure to look for shorts. Longs, I don't I will not prioritize longs at all. Something that I did not like was how the price ended up closing above the previous short-term low into the daily time frame. I did not like the two disclosure, but I was still looking for the same region that I posted on Instagram yesterday, which was at around 64,000, which comes at around really good level of support and resistance. And you can see the price struggle to actually close above it for a while to eventually break through it today. So what I'm looking at is the next level will be 66,000, and ideally, so it's approaching the 40.30, and just keep that in mind. Look for a shift to then participate into the trade to the upside. But with Bitcoin is if price does come back up, ideally, and The only way I will look to enter is if price spikes above, it closes below. So you want to make sure that we have nobody close above this level right here. It's a bit of a region, so as long as price stays under this region right here, it doesn't close and then followed up with some kind of market shift on a lower time frame, you do want to make sure to look for shorts then. But I will definitely not prioritize any longs at the moment, especially the way I trade. So if you want to go, you can look for intraday longs, but this is not the way I trade. I'm into Bitcoin or I'm into gold anyway. So I rather just wait for the price to provide me with something. So it's already having several rejections of the low. See, another rejection. So depending on how that closes, what you want to look for is break, retest, back to the upside. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will keep you updated, but in the meanwhile, I'll see you in the next one.